Assalamu alaikum everyone. I am Mohsin Hassan. Welcome to our presentation. Our presentation topic is data stream controlling in communication channel with noise. Uh, my partner's name is Farsim is Riyasat, and here is our roadmap. Communication channel, bandwidth and throughput, noise and its effects on signal, flow control and types, factors of throughput versus sliding window, throughput versus bar, and question and answer session. Next, what is communication channel? Communication channel refers either to a physical transmission medium such as wire or to logical connection over a multiplex medium such as radio channel in telecommunication and computer networking. Here is a transmitter, here is showing transmitter, and here is the medium communication channel, and here is receiver. Next, what is bandwidth? Uh, Bandwidth is a one kind of amount what is transmitted into internet connection within given amount of time. It's calculate megabyte per second. And what is throughput? Throughput is a rate of yeah, something is yeah, production like successfully message delivery over communication channel. Next is what is noise? Noise is unwanted electrical or electromagnetic energy that degrades the quality of signal and data. It occurs in digital and analog system, and it can affect communications like image, audio, programs, etc. Next, effects of noise. Here is effects of noise: UTP noise, thermal noise, intermodulation noise, wireless noise, multipath interface, impulse noise, and crosstalk. I want to say UTP noise when a data transmission is received. The received signal is often modified from the original signal that was transmitted. It is modification is caused by noise. Thermal noise. What is thermal noise? Thermal noise is known as Johnson or white noise. Was first discovered in 1926 by John B. Johnson in Bell Lab. Thermal noise is caused by electrons that becomes agitated at any temperature above zero. At this stage, they begin to move in random patterns. Uh, what is crosstalk? Crosstalk is caused by the coupling of the cable magnetic and electric fields, which cause some of signal to become lost or distorted. Wireless noise. What is wireless noise? It is affected by weather because there is a wave. What is intermodulation noise? Intermodulation noise may be present in any communication system that sends signal at different frequency across the same medium. Intermodulation noise produces signals that are the different sum of multiple um, of the two original frequencies. Rest of the presentation continued by my partner.
Okay, thank you, Mohsin brother. Okay, so basically now let's come to the main part of our presentation, that is the flow control. So basically, what is the meaning of flow control? Let us suppose we want to transfer our data from one laptop to another laptop or nodes. In that case, we need to control the data. Otherwise, there is a probability or possibility that data may be inundated. So here we will discuss only two types of flow control. One is the stop and wait flow control. Basically, what happens in case of the stop and wait flow control? So let us consider we have the two devices A and B. So at first A sends a frame, then B will send an acknowledgement for the frame, for that particular frame. This system will go on. Now, if any reason, for example, here you can see that a particular frame is not being sent. In that case, what will happen? That particular frame will be sent again. So, on the other hand, let us suppose an acknowledgement is lost. Then in that case, the frame will send again. So basically, this is known as the one by one system, or the stop and wait flow control. Right. So this is one types of the flow control. Now let's come to know the another type of the flow control, that is the sliding window protocol. So when we are talking about the sliding window protocol, there is a particular terminology, that is the window size. So what is the meaning of window size? Window size means the number of frames, the total number of frames which will be sent before getting an acknowledgement. For example, here we can see that frame 0, 1, 2, and 3. These 4 frames are sent, and after sending these 4 frames, we are getting an acknowledgement. We are getting an acknowledgement for the frame 0. Then after that, another frame will be sent, we will get another acknowledgement. So this particular system will go on. That means in this particular system, the sender will not get an acknowledgement until 4 frames, or not only 4. Basically, I would like to mention here the window size is 4. It may be 5, it may be 6, or whatever. So unless or until the window size is fulfilled. So if we observe this particular middle section, we can see that there are three sectors. For example, there are some frames which are still unsent. There are some frames which are moving, and there are some frames which are already acknowledged. So that's the main system in case of the sliding window protocol. So definitely sliding window protocol is better than the stop and wait protocol, because here in this case we are saving our bandwidth. Okay, now let's go to the next slide. Dear audience, you can see this is a particular graph. So before going to this graph, I think my teammate has already mentioned about the throughput. Okay, I would like to mention there are basically two factors. One is the window size and another one is the bit error rate. If we observe this graph, then we can see that the bit error rate is increased, the throughput is also decreased. When the bit error rate is less, the throughput is high. That means, what does it mean? That means the less the amount of bit error rate, the more the amount of throughput. So that's why we need to do, we need to reduce the bit error rate in order to save the bandwidth, in order to do the proper utilization of the bandwidth. This is the main instruction from this graph. Okay, second, let's go to the another graph. If we observe this particular graph, then we can easily see that this is about the throughput versus sliding window, right? So there you can see that yes, along the x-axis there is the sliding window, along the y-axis there is the throughput, and we can see that when the sliding window, that means sliding window means basically we are making to you understand the window size, the number of the frames which will be sent in case of the sliding window protocol. So yes, as long as we can see the sliding window, that means the window size is increased, then what is happening, that similarly throughput is also increased. That means this is directly proportional. So that's all about our presentation, because that is the main terminology in our research paper that we have observed. So the most important point is the bit error rate size that we have learned. That means there are two important factors. One is the bit error rate, another one is the window size. That throughput is directly proportional, that's as I have already mentioned, and throughput is inversely proportional to the bit error rate. So with this we would like to finish. So if you have any question and answer session, definitely you are welcome to ask us in the next class. So thank you so much, and also my teammate Mohsin to help me. And yes, these are the required references as I have added. You can go and cross check these references. So thank you, thanks to everyone for hearing our speech with a very, very kind patient. And assalamu alaikum.